Hundreds of Texans have had their request for mail-in ballots denied due to confusion about changes Texas lawmakers made to election laws. The Travis County clerk says her office initially had to reject 50% of requests for mail-in ballots due to new information requirements. It's also been an issue for Bexar, Dallas, and Harris counties' election officials. A voter's request can be denied if they send in the old application form instead of the new one. The new form also requires voters to provide an identification number. It's either your social security number or driver's license number, but it has to match the number on record when the person first registered to vote in Texas. The problem is people don't always remember which type of ID number they used back then, and a mistake means the ballot application gets rejected.
The voter is playing a guessing game with this. Was it my driver's license number? Did I use my social security number? Do you remember what you signed up with?
In a statement, a spokesperson for the Secretary of State's office says they proactively reached out to Travis County on January 13th. After that, they say the rejection rate for mail-in ballot requests dropped from 50% to 27%. But the new requirements are causing confusion and concern for people who need assistance to vote. It's leading to worries about how the change in state law could affect some elderly or disabled voters in Texas. Avery Travis takes a closer look at what's changed.
Our oldest resident is 99 years old, so they've lived through many ideations of the voter rights and causes through their lives, and so they're very passionate about that topic.
At this Austin retirement community, the staff helps residents be sure they have the proper documentation to register to vote in person or to apply to vote by mail.
Sent out today. If you need help, sign up.
But after that,
we want to help them get the tools they need and then step away so that they can privately cast their votes.
SB 1, passed last fall, increases potential criminal penalties to anyone who oversteps and violates the rules. It stipulates anyone assisting a voter has to fill out paperwork disclosing their relationship and must recite an expanded oath that they didn't pressure or coerce the voter, but limited their assistance to reading the ballot, marking the voter's ballot, or directing the voter to do those things.
People are just generally more intimidated about how to do that.
Advocates with Disability Rights Texas say they're bracing for an influx of calls to their voter rights hotline, but they're focused on educating voters with disabilities and their family members or caregiver about how to prepare before the primaries and Election Day.
Different needs require different forms of assistance, and if a poll worker or a poll watcher, if they are not properly informed about the various ways, they can misinterpret a proper form of assistance as illegal assistance.
Avery Travis for State of Texas.
The Great Resignation now threatening Texas schools.
We are having to shoulder the burden of social problems. Eventually, you just can't do it anymore.
We'll explore the reason Texas teachers are fleeing the classroom and what it will take to get more of them to stay. And inflation hitting Texans in different ways. Money voters approve for projects may not be enough to cover the costs now. How some communities are having to adjust to the changing economy.